If I was pretending that I was a newscaster, a commentator, and I was giving off with my opinion on some issue of the day, then I would have to think what would be that issue. What's important enough to me right now? Well, there was one thing. I received in the mail a questionnaire from the Democratic National Committee asking me to fill out what I thought about various issues facing our country. And they got to the last part of it, I guess, and there was a question about, you take like 12 different things. How important are these things as to what Democrats should be working on? And I had kind of put off doing it for a while, even though I knew I was going to do it. But when I got to it, I looked at that list of maybe 12 items. I don't know how many there were. None of them were the environment. None of them were dealing with global warming. I didn't fill out the others because if they can't put that onto their piece of paper, then as far as I'm concerned, they're not talking to me. And the things they did have were important. I'm not saying they weren't, like jobs. But if Congress does not see that global warming is something that may be impacting our lives in a bigger way than anything else we've got, that your job won't matter, your home won't matter because of what might be happening in terms of our environment. And if Congress does not see that as important, including the Democrats, because we know the Republicans don't even think that there's an issue of global warming. So I did write. They had a place to write what you were thinking, extra things, and I put that into there. I don't know if they'll even look at those extra things. And I don't know if they cared about that questionnaire because maybe it was all about people who will give money to them. They didn't really care what I thought about any of it. But after what I've heard in terms of what fracking is doing and the methane that's being released into our atmosphere through these various procedures, all of this so that we can have cheap energy, theoretically, when who knows what the end result will be of that, quote, cheap energy. So I guess that's my first political topic here. Not that anybody will probably care any more than they will on the questionnaire I filled out for the Democratic National Committee.